All right, we are back, and it is time for our discussion point. This is our main topic of the show, where we usually talk the most about. But hey, let's be honest here. We talk a lot, so and I picked this show because this is a really cool concept for me. I mean, like Rami Malek is set to play Freddie Mercury in a Queen biopic. The Mr. Robot star Rami Malek is attached to play Freddie Mercury in the long in development biopic Bohemian Rhapsody from GK Films, with Bryan Singer in talks to direct. It also says that New Regency and Fox are coming aboard to co-produce the film, with Graham King producing as well. And I'm sort of wanting to see how Rami Malek just immerses himself in the character of Freddie Mercury, because I mean, and I mean the character. I don't mean like the person, but the character that is Freddie Mercury. Because this dude, I mean, I got into Queen a little bit when I was a kid, but it was more like, okay, the classic songs, or the ones that always got the most play. Bohemian Rhapsody. Another one, Rides the Bus. Or not sorry, that's the Weird Al parody. Another one, Bites the Dust.
Yes.
What's the other one? There's one that I'm forgetting that's really popular. But yeah, and it's just like, these great things, and then you find out later, you learn more about the characters, and you get into the soundography of, if you will, to plug another podcast that I've been getting into. And I could see this being an incredible film. And Rami Malek is one of those people that he does immerse himself as an actor into his roles. I mean, I've only really seen him be the playing Elliot on Mr. Robot, but even because I think the only thing I've seen him in was Night at the Museum, where he played King Tut in Night at the Museum. But I mean, it's like, this is so far seeming like it's going to have everything right with it. I mean, you got the writer of The Theory of Everything, Anthony McCartan, penning the scripts, and I hate to say it, but I think Rami Malek's a better choice at Freddie Mercury than Sacha Baron Cohen. Because, I mean, I think you could put Sacha Baron Cohen in a mustache and you're going to be like, it's a Borat. That's honestly what
his problem. That's exactly what his career is falling under now. That he doesn't get the credit he has, because he can act very well. Sacha Baron Cohen has also the physical appearance of Freddie Mercury, a very, very similar structure of his face. And what I worry more, because the old show, the previous version, had the same discussion going on with the other band members, that they wanted to censor the material, putting things out that are integral part of Freddie Mercury's life. Because it's easy to show the grandeur and all the concerts, but there was more behind them. That person, he was a South African, and he saw the world through very different eyes, and also his sexuality was a thing that was always in conflict with the times, with the zeitgeist, and there's much to discover. And when we only see the superficial stuff, that is his fame and his impact on the person's lives with his music, okay, but there's more to that, and it doesn't do him justice when you whitewash that stuff. Whitewash on the show, when you censor that stuff.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely. And I mean, this is again where I think that, if things do go the way that they are going to go, and they do get Bryan Singer to direct the movie, I could very well see this being a good film. I mean, because and hopefully it isn't a watered down, censored version of what Queen is. But you know, who was Queen? Who was Freddie Mercury? Who was this band that dominated when they were around, when they were really popular, really big? And even now, I mean, to this day, I mean, I don't think you can mention the band Queen and not have a person go, wait, who's that? Like, I don't think that's possible, because even if they did, they would know a Queen song.
At least when they have any contact with sports or other arena stuff, that you look at We Are the Champions, or you look at other classics. It's hard for biopics, because I saw some lately from Jimi Hendrix, the Andrew 3000 movie, and they had issues with the licensing, so they couldn't pick the jewels of Jimi Hendrix music, and you had this live, but the impact wasn't as great with the songs that were provided. And so you're right, when you have Queen, you think of this and this track with this and this emotion behind it, but we'll have to see. I didn't see it in the story itself, that they got a clearing of all the stuff that is out there, but as they need the other band members to comply, I assume we get some more tracks, and the movie about James Brown's life, Get On Up, where they showed him also in his worst times, like also the Johnny Cash movie with Joaquin Phoenix,
Walk the Line.
Walk the Line. The movie won't have much impact on your life, or when you view it, it's all Candyland, and you don't have the dynamic of a life that is worth living. And yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic, because they picked a good actor, but I don't see the project yet being on the right track.
It's got solid actor and then a solid writer, with because the Theory of Everything was a good movie. It was a really good movie. I felt like it captured what Stephen Hawking could have been going through, as he realizes he's got Lou Gehrig's disease, and how it's he's going down the road to where he is now, where he's, you know, in this wheelchair, still a great mind, but can't move, can't talk, can't do a lot of things that we consider normal, but yet he's a great mind and all that.
Then again, you can embellish much stuff, because his nurse and his relationship to her, that was just a split moment in the movie and in his life. It was a bigger impact. And same with the Imitation Game, that even just changed the fact that made him look bad, because like he could have been pressured by his sexuality, that they could put the screws on him, and that wasn't the case. He wasn't nowhere close to being in such a situation, and we have to be careful that we don't make deities out of humans, because deities are pretty boring, as you see with Superman versus Batman. You need some Clark Kent, and you need some Bruce Wayne that is relatable and stuff like that. But yeah,
definitely. Well, that is going to wrap it up here for us.